So yesterday, Mr. Hal Steinbrenner had a little Zoom call with the media, and he answered a bunch of questions. One regarding, obviously Joey Gallo and his struggles. Talked about Brian Cashman and how Mr. Cashman does not have a contract beyond this season. I find that kind of alarming that that's the case, but he talked about that. And then he talked about, obviously, the main point of this video. He talked about Mr. Aaron Judge himself and Judgy not having a contract, obviously, beyond the season, and how he kind of doesn't regret re-signing Aaron Judge, getting an extension done prior to this season. Let's go over what Mr. Hal Steinbrenner said. Let's check it out. Aaron is a great Yankee, and he's very valuable to this organization. He's a great leader. Obviously, he's performed extremely well this year, which we're all thrilled about. So look, any great Yankee, yes, it's something we're going to be looking at and talking about seriously. It means a lot to the organization. Nobody's going to deny that. Number one, I friggin' hope you're serious. I mean, I really feel like you didn't have to say that. I hope you're serious. I hope you're serious on re-signing him. This kid's on the verge of breaking. He could potentially break Maris's freaking record. First player clean to do it. I hope so. I hope you're serious, Hallie. I really do. Let's read on. We made an offer that I feel was a very good one. It was based on the numbers, of course, but it was also based in part as to what he means to this organization. It was a combination of both, and we just didn't get it done. We had less time, of course, than we normally would have because of the lockout and all, but there's no regrets. We're going to be having discussions at some point. So listen, whether he's talking about they're going to have discussions this year during the season, which I hope so. That would be nice. Because listen, I understand what Mr. Judge said. I get it. He wanted a deadline. He wanted you to reach that deadline. And if you didn't, bam, we're done. I'm not talking throughout the whole season because he was focused on winning a championship. Well, you're the Yankees. You're in a position of power, right? You could award him. You could say, Judge, listen, bro, you're just having a phenomenal year right now. And we're sorry we couldn't get a deal done, but here, $38 million AAV for the next 7 years. Here you go. Plug some incentives in there, a few MVP incentives, stuff like that. Plug that in there to boost it up even more and say, hey, Judge, this is what we could do here. Do you want it now? And if he says no, he says no. At least you gave him another opportunity. At least you gave him a contract that he would accept rather than that $30.5 million AAV. He was never going to accept that. He just wasn't. Your numbers were so far off from what he wanted. Maybe he would have accepted 34, 35, but not 30.5. This would have never happened. So listen, was that contract fair? Maybe to you at the time. But to Judge, it wasn't. And look at the year he's having right now. It's insane. Like I said, he could be the first player to break Maris's record clean. Clean. McGuire broke the record. Sosa broke the record. Bonds did it. Right? But then they didn't do it clean. I believe Sammy, had 64 or 65 in 2001. McGuire did it in 98, right? Hit 70. Bonds did it in 2001 at 73. So listen, Judge could do it, be the first player to do it clean. And imagine if he did it. And it's a Yankee record, by the way, too. Imagine if he did it. And he's playing for San Francisco next year. He's playing for the Mets next year. My point is this. Get something done. If you can do it this year, get it done this year. Yes, you're competing for a championship. Yes, that's what you're focused on. And if that's your reasoning, Hal, in not offering Judge an extension this year, that's friggin' silly, because then what the hell are you saying about next year and the year after that? What are you saying? So please, just get it done now. Just do it now so we don't have to have that headache in the offseason. And then if he rejects the contract and it's a strong offer and he rejects it, then at least you did what you could do. But in not offering him a contract throughout the season, throughout this year, it's silly. It honestly is, especially with the kind of year he's having. Because imagine if you remove Aaron Judge off this team. Are the Yankees as good? Absolutely not. No. They're just not. So, Hal, I really hope that they could get a deal done throughout the season at some point. Will they? Probably not. And if Judge's free agency, I'm really nervous if he's going to return or not. I really am. So, guys, listen, thank you all for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below on what you guys think. All right, guys, thank you all for watching. This is Joe. Until next time, signing out.